Hello everybody, Liz here and welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about Iron Gold. So this is going to be my spoiler-free review of this wonderful book. I will be posting my spoilery review in the next few days. So yes, like I said, sorry, my mom is cooking chile and like that thing is in my throat, so I'm gonna be coughing and my voice is gonna sound all funny. But yes, this is my spoiler review of Iron Gold. So if you don't know what Iron Gold is, it is the first book in a new trilogy by Pierce Brown set in the same world as the Red Rising trilogy. So it is the fourth book in the Red Rising saga, but the first book in its own trilogy. So this book follows 4 different POVs as opposed to the first trilogy, which only followed Darrow. So in this one, we have Darrow of Lycos, the Reaper. We have Lyria of Legalos, who is a red freed from the mines. Ephraim, who is a gray, aka Trigg's husband, and we have Lysander, who is the old sovereign's grandchild. So I gave this book a 5 out of 5. Big surprise. I was really nervous about this book because we were gonna get completely different points of view, so I was like, are we going to am I going to like all of the point of views? And I really did. Pierce Brown literally outdid himself. I didn't think it was going to be possible for me to care about these characters as much as I care about Darrow, and I did. So although 4 point of views sounds a little weird, it definitely worked out. We got a much bigger look at what the society, what the New Republic is all about. So we not only get what's going on with the war with Darrow, but we see some stuff that goes on, you know, as Cassius and Lysander are out closer to the rim. We get the look at what it's like to be liberated from the mines from Lyria, as well as, you know, the trauma of being a soldier from Ephraim. So the book, I think, takes place in like a month. At least it felt like it took place in a month. And there's so much that's going on. It definitely starts off with like 4 chapters from each of the point of view, so you can kind of get a feel for what they sound like, which is really nice. I was like a little nervous that we were gonna go like straight into like plot, but no, we definitely got a little bit of background for each of the characters. We start to get to know them, figure out what drives them, how they feel, and all of that. So obviously we have Darrow being Darrow. I love him. He definitely frustrated me a lot in this story, but I feel like he frustrated me a lot in other stories too, but it was just a lot more obvious this time because I was like, Darrow, you dumbass. I definitely liked Lyria a lot. She had that little spirit fire. She's the youngest character because she is younger than Lysander, and we get to see, you know, how things are with like the lower colors in society, and her story arc is so dramatic. Okay, all of the story arcs are super dramatic, but I can't even express how much I enjoyed reading this book. My stress levels were through the roof, but each of the plot lines are so interesting. Like, there's not one plot line that you care about. Like, sometimes you'll read stories and like it changes POV and you're kind of like, ugh, like I don't want to read about this person. I want to go back to reading this other person, but I do not have any of those feelings when I was reading the story. Every single thing is like keeping you on your toes. We do have an intertwining of 2 of the POVs. I don't want to say anything without spoiling it. So yeah, so 2 of the POVs intertwine quite a bit, and the other 2 are very much parallels to one another. And it is definitely interesting seeing 2 characters be the same side of a different coin, or the same coin of the whatever that saying is. It's super interesting. It's very like intense. I definitely found myself wanting to scream a lot of the times and like wanting to talk about a lot of the things. The side characters in the story are also extremely amazing, and it is incredible how Pierce Brown makes you care about these characters so quickly, and even though they're on the screen, like they have screen time or page time so little, and you kind of become like in love with these characters. So the ending of the story is left in a slight cliffhanger for all of the all of the storylines have a cliffhanger. So I'm sitting there like, I'm so glad Dark Age comes out in the same year because I was freaking out. So I mean, I don't know what else I can say, is that I definitely loved it. Pierce Brown blew me out of the water. It was incredible. It was fast paced. It was 600 pages. It's quite a bit of story, but it works so well. I am thoroughly enjoying it. Some of the characters frustrate me more than others. Some of them are assholes. Some of them make some stupid decisions. Actually, all of them make really stupid decisions, but I find myself being there with them, understanding their motivations, what drives them, why they're doing the things they do, even though they're stupid. Darrow, I'm talking to you. Lysander, I'm talking to you. Ephraim, I'm talking to you. I think the least stupid one was Lyria, but it's an amazing, amazing story. I'm so in love with it. We got so much more information about, you know, the society, about all of the colors, and it is such a great book. I'm super excited for Dark Age to see what that means. I know Pierce Brown is super excited to write it as well as he's writing it, so this just makes me extra excited. Definitely just absolutely adore it. I will, like I said, I will be posting my spoilery review in the next few days because there's a lot I want to talk about that happens in this monstrosity of a book. But for now, that is all from me, guys. Pierce Brown's Iron Gold is out in a bookstore near you. Go pick it up. If you haven't, go pick up if you haven't read the Red Rising trilogy, go pick up the Red Rising trilogy so you can go and we can talk about this and you can fall in love with all these characters like I did. So yeah, that is all from me. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and happy readings. Adios!